Go for it, man.
My name is Terry. I'm surpassing Google across the internet. Hi, this is your boy Terry. Once again, my username across the internet is surpassing Google. And in this video, we're going to pay attention to Morissette Amon and Medley. Beyonce this time. I wanted to see Morissette Amon on a Beyonce truck. Considering the texture of her voice, she has some bass aspect to her voice that I feel will do well on a Beyonce track. Perhaps in another video, I'm also going to look at her on an Ariana Grande track as well. I'm seeing some glimpses of Ariana Grande whenever I listen to Morissette Amon, but today it's Beyonce. I'm going back into her history just a bit. So this is an old song from Beyonce, Sweet Love, in conjunction with Dangerously in Love. I like both songs, especially Dangerously in Love. That's what caught my attention. So we're going to listen to Morissette Amon once again. I tried to look for a clear version, but most of what I saw happened on stage to a live audience. So we'll just make do with this video that I found, and let's pay attention to Morissette Amon once again, and discuss at the end of the video. So I'm going to play the entirety of the video, and we'll have a fun discussion at the end of the video. So let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Sana po makarelate din kayo kasi this medley touched my heart. So I hope it will.
Apologize for pausing the video. Another reason I wanted to see her on a Beyonce track is because Beyonce is not just about high notes. There's a lot of technique to her style of singing, her runs, her her low key. Again, I don't know music terms, but I'm learning. Another thing I wanted to point out. Thank you very much for comments. I don't read books, and I don't really know musical terms, and people are trying to educate me in the comments. Recently I learned of resonance. I can't remember now, but I just look at my comments, especially of I think my last 2 videos, and you'll see very powerful comments related to music, and I'm learning. Thank you very much for those comments. I value those discussions that happen underneath this video. I'm going to rewind the video and we'll start again. Please bear with me. thought it was only Sweet Love, Beyonce, and Dangerous in Love. You see, Morissette had to sweat. I mean, when I talk of songs having to do with, some song having to do with grind, spirit, being, stories, and histories, this is reality. That's why some songs come. There's no dispute. It's established. Although I'm not conclusive yet because I'll have to watch other performances of her, maybe more recent performances, because it's likely that Morissette has evolved since the time she did this song. But I entertained those fears that her Beyonce song will be technically complex, and it's established. Now we're talking Beyonce. Singing her songs is complex because there are other tenets to her singing, that carry personality, swag, and other tiny elements that makes the technicalities around her songs complex. I'll have to listen to other songs. It was tough. But, I mean, you can't bash Morissette really. So I'm not conclusive on this. I'm going to watch her. I also see that there's also Katrina. Let's just bring Katrina up. I've seen her singing other songs, but I entertain fears as well that she may not be able to pull off a Beyonce, up to 100%. And I'm also going to watch Katrina. And that will help me understand, Morissette on a Beyonce track better. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I understand what I'm saying. And I may not be able to express myself well enough, but it's just like mirrors. Sometimes you need a mirror to see your own reflection. So I can see a Morissette in an Ariana or in a Katrina, and then be able to become more conclusive on Morissette's ability. So don't mind me when I bring up a Katrina Velarde. It's not for competition's sake. It's for understudying the underlying, and for my own evolution as well. Earlier today I watched interviews of Morissette, because I'm not just a fan of music, I'm a fan of the substance of a human. And for the most part, that's where music comes from the substance of the human. I can see your stories. I heard she was in the province, no doubt. I see those stories and histories just listening to the spirit in her song. And I watched her interview today. Sorry about the airplane. I'm still learning. I don't know how to edit videos very well. I'm not inclined towards that. I'm very good with innovation, invention, ideas that the world have not conceived of. These are my gifts. But when it comes to some simple things like paint or Photoshop, I may not be able to do it. I'm on speed. I've not slept for years, and my genes formation have changed. So these things affect me, but I'll improve gradually. And that is why my disorientation in expressing my thoughts come about. But I'm just hoping that you get my gist. Now, of course, she did a good job. She had her twist on the Beyonce song, for sure. Her runs were her own. There's, of course, she's. It's a beauty to see that she's making a Beyonce song her own. For the most part, I just wanted to see if she can pull off those very tiny details that Beyonce brings in her song. Presence, I liked her presence. Sometimes when I see her, I compare her, not comparison, not in a bid to stare competition. I'm just saying comparison for understanding's sake. To Sarah Geronimo's stage performance, and I see more presence, more swag with Morissette, more charisma, and I'm still learning. Morissette is a person of interest right now, and I'm also learning about my own theories and conclusions, and as regards music. Like they say in fights, styles make fights. It applies to music as well. You may be able to sing the highest notes, but you may not be able to pull off R&B or something like that. So these are just the things I'm looking at, not in a bid to bash Morissette, but as a true fan of Morissette, keen on her evolution, her tapping into greatness, and greatness by all measure, not just music. When you are great, once you are great, it reflects in anything. I'll end the video here. Maybe I'm saying too much nonsense. The wind could not stand this nonsense, and it just blew the camera, and camera fell down. I'm glad the camera is still working. This is where I leave. It's just difficult to make a video without external noises, but I'll improve when it comes to the edits. Sometimes I'm also a fan of the noise. I like to be raw and unedited for real. I want my thought process to come about even as flawed, because I want you to be invested in me, in the person of me, and be true fan. Besides all the gimmick present in the world is becoming so painted, so I like to keep things real. That's why I don't want to do edits where there is these external noise and discomfort. It's an avenue to find testimonial use for good, to evolve our human virtues, our sense of self-sacrifice, and all that. And that's what this is all about. So maybe the edits will not. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do edits. I just want to keep it how it is. Before I started recording the videos, I used to do live streams, but I don't have a good PC, so there's always so much lapse in the recording, and I'm streaming as well the song directly from YouTube, so the videos were coming out terrible. But that was originally how I started this. I wanted it to be a live stream, no edits. I wanted you to see my boring face, to listen to my nonsense and sift of it, to find sense therein. So that's the essence of this entire reaction video. It's more of a breakthrough watch party. That you connect with me and my presence here, you invest in me with your spirit, and we leave here with a new notch, another notch in breakthrough. We're not the same. I'm here with my spirit, my being, loving you. That's powerful. So that's what this is about. So please bear with me sometimes with these reactions. I may end up talking too much and all that, but that's your boy Terry for you. Anyway, let's conclude the video. I'm your boy Terry once again. You can contact me. I live in Manila. All my contacts and ways to reach me is underneath this video. Please leave feedback, discuss, bash me as well. Make sure to stay awesome.